What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Steve from the Valley Garage, and today I'm bringing you 7 of the best everyday items that I use that are perfect for stocking stuffers. I hope everybody had a really great Thanksgiving. Today, of course, is Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So what this video is 7 unique items that I use every day that would be great for a stocking stuffer to give to your buddies, your friends. Maybe you don't have one of these things or some of these things, but it's just something that I could share with you guys and things that I use as I'm working on the bikes or the cars in this here garage. Everything we talk about today, I'm going to put links in the description below. Right, so without further ado, we'll start with the most expensive, and that would be a battery tender. Now, battery tenders are great to maintain your motorcycle through, or your car, through the winter months when you can't ride, for those who are unfortunate to be living up in the Northeast. But it's always good to have a battery charger and a maintainer, because it not only does it keep the battery tip-top shape, so when you're ready to turn your bike on, you're ready to rip, it maintains and prolongs the length and the health of your battery. What's very cool about those is they usually come with a lead that you can attach to your positive and negative side of your battery, so you only have this little part hanging out that you can easily quickly access. I put them on all of the motorcycles, the Fury, the Grom. I'm actually going to be getting one for the S2000. Obviously, I want to keep the battery good, but a battery tender are great. This is Shoemaker, and they're one of the top battery tenders out there. And there's also the battery tender company, Battery Tender, and they have a junior model. So you don't need this big old block. I've had one and I put it somewhere and I can't find it, which is just the little battery pack that comes with the lead. It has an alligator clip and also the eyelet clips to put on your bike or your battery, so you have quick, easy access. Number 2 and number 3, great thing that product that I use is Maxima SC1, new bike in a can, and a microfiber. This stuff, not a paid sponsor by any means. I've tried many different kinds of materials and polishers and cleaners throughout the years. This is my absolute favorite. It is a must-have. I buy it by the case from my local shop. You can also buy it here on Amazon as well. But Maxima's SC1, aka new bike in a can, is a great alternative to keep your bike pristine and perfect. And I also pair it with a microfiber mitt. This one is getting old, so I am going to be ordering a new one. This mitt I only paired it with the cleaner, so I'm not going to be soap and water and washing and other things. So I usually have one designated soft mitt that I work with SC1 one and together, because you're also like seasoning a pan, you're seasoning your mitt, and over time it gets a little dirty, but you always buy a new one. This is a great addition to your collection for anything, any bike, dirt bike, what have you. What's nice with this is not only can you spray it on, let it sit for about a minute and polish it out for that dry look, you can also leave it wet. So I could take it, spray it underneath the dirt bike fenders, and it makes this little protective barrier. It makes washing and cleaning easier, because mud will stick and fall right off opposed to sticking onto the bike. So you can use this in 2 different ways. Dry polish, comes out high gloss, or spray it and forget it for when you're hitting the trails. Everybody has socket sets. Not a lot of people have breaker bars. Breaker bars are your best friend to try to get those axle bolts or these tricky little nuts that just won't come off, and you need a little bit more of a oomph to get around it, opposed to your regular 3/8 ratchet. This is nice too because they're relatively inexpensive. You could put a cheater pipe on this even more to break that torque to get that bolt moved over. It swivels. It's a 1/2 inch. Great to have, especially for those dirt bike rear axles. Even for the Fury. The Fury rear axle is a big boy too. So it's always good to have. I like having the 1/2 inch so I can use the bigger of the sockets, but also I can bring in adapters to try and switch up to different sizes. Is socket adapter set, which is incredible. You have 1/2 inch to 3/8. You have 3/8 to 1/2 inch. You have 3/8 to 1/4, and you have 1/4 to 3/8. So in any of those combinations, you know, when I'm working and I'm pulling tools from all over the place, I forget, you know, I grab a socket or something and I'm like, oh, it's 1/2 inch. So I bought a couple of these sets. So if you need to go from 1/4, rather than grabbing your 1/4 socket, you can just quickly make your 3/8 into a 1/4. Same thing with the breaker bar. This is 1/2 inch for when I have 32 millimeter. Honda uses big millimeter size sockets for their chain and sprockets and dirt bikes and everything. By having your breaker bar in 1/2 inch, it allows me to hit those real heavy bolts, nuts, whatnot. But I can convert that 1/2 to 3/8. And usually I keep this on at all times. But, you know, if you had to go even smaller, you could do that. Now, would I advise a breaker bar on a 1/4 inch socket? Sure, if it goes together, why not? But it's really nice to have these pieces. Again, they're not expensive and they save you in a little bit of a jiffy. There you go, how about that? I don't know why you would want to do that, but you have the option to do that if you wanted to. So breaker bar is key, but also having adapter pieces. You can eliminate a lot of these things by just having one tool and the adapter pieces. So that's something to think about. Number 6, a pick set. Pick sets are cheap, they're relatively inexpensive. To get those tricky little electrical clips components, you can pry those open. You can hit the little body panel pins on the side covers of the bikes. You can pick out and clean dirt from within your chain or your sprocket, your grime. But picks are always great to have. My shifter broke in my truck, so I actually have a pick in the truck that I can jam in for the overdrive so I can get the thing into drive. These are also inexpensive too, and you can bend it and make your own little pick. They come in different shapes and sizes. I like the 4-pack. The other one's in the truck. You got a straight, you got a 90, you got a little bend, but then it broke off, and you have a little round pick as well. But great to have, great stocking stuffer. You know, if you just got to get that little extra space of your fingers in there, just don't reach, picks can be a really good choice, an option for you to get in those troublesome areas. Finally, a funnel set. I use so many funnels in different ways for coolant, for motor oil, for washer fluid if I don't want to pour something around. If I've got on the race bike, if I'm pouring in transmission oil, I want to be able to not have the transmission oil leak all over the place. There's different sizes. They're good to have in general. I like the multi-pack because they nest inside each other, so it saves room for you and your toolbox or what have you. You can hang them up if you want to. You got each one has its own little spot. And they even have a little T holder here where you can keep them all locked together so they don't come out on you. There you go. But there you have it. These are great items to be had in your garage. If you don't have them, I'd get them. I'll put a link in the description down below for all of these items. You can get them all on Amazon. They're having some good deals and sales right now since it's Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So I'm going to post this. I know I usually post on Sundays. I'm going to post it a little earlier for you. But I'm going to keep this up on the channel for you guys to always refer back to if you'd like. Unique items that you may not think about or you may not have that can help you out in a pinch. Definitely prolong your battery on your bike. Keep your bikes clean. Keep your bikes dry from not spilling all over the place. Getting your picks to get those tiny little areas you can't get to. And of course, having a breaker bar for those tricky, hard to turn nuts and bolts, and an adapter set so you can make any kind of combination in any way you like with what you're working on, all right? But that's today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy the weekend. Christmas is coming up. I'm totally excited. We're going to have an awesome time. Have any questions, have any comments, put it down below. Let me talk to you. I'm looking forward to it. Guys, we'll keep building subs. Keep spreading the word out. I'm having so much fun with the channel. I hope you are too. Thank you so much. We'll see you real soon, all right? Peace!